Okay, let's see how this one turns out. This will be an interesting one. Right. I'm wondering if we're going to use this one, text photo paper. It's not quite photo paper, but it'll look good that way, I'm hoping. Enlargement, no, we're not doing any enlargements or reductions at this stage yet. Maybe a little bit of background removal might help this particular original. I'll soon find out. We don't want to make it too light, however. I'm going to leave the contrast in the middle. We're going to lighten it a bit here. Maybe we're going to make it lighter. I think we're going to lighten it right up this time. So let's see what this original is. It says 6 iconic Aussie trains. Well, this looks like a train that I used to catch with my parents in Cairns called the Kuranda. It was in a place, I don't know if this is the Kuranda. I didn't read the article. Sorry, folks. I'm a bit ignorant about that. I'm disappointed that I can't tell you if this is Kuranda or not. So now we're just going to make this into an interesting movement demo. So I'm going to make it into a movement demo just for something different. But yeah, I used to love going on the Kuranda Railway. I think the last time we went on the Kuranda, of course, was back in 1986. About 7 years after I moved out to Sydney from Cairns, which is where the railway is. Now that looks interesting. But basically, yeah, it was a very beautiful train trip that you could take in Cairns, Kuranda. So the Kuranda Railway, I think it was called. We're just going to consign this to the recycle pile, but at least we got a nice image out of it. We're just going to have to tweak this up a bit differently. So we're just going to put this on the glass like so. Couldn't get rid of the writing, of course. The writing was all over the picture. So, you know, you just got to accept that. Wondering if we're going to go to copied paper, even though this is still a very dense looking original or master copy, we can call it now. We're just going to put that in the middle. Color adjust. I'm wondering if we're just going to leave that on light. So we're just going to leave it on light and see what happens. So let's see how this comes out. Yeah, that still looks good. That looks really nice, actually. It looks a bit better than the original, not the original, than the master copy. So now we're just going to make this into a nice little mirror image job. So we're just going to complete this as a nice mirror image job. So this is a really nice picture of a tropical railway. I used to love trains when I was, I think I was 5 years old or 6 years old when I had a short-lived passion for trains. Why I had a passion for trains? Well, a lot of kids do, and a lot of adults do as well. There's something about them, especially steam locos, that people really like, and steam locos were the ones I liked. In fact, my dad bought both me and my brother a train set each, and my brother had a diesel train and I had a steam train. The steam train that I had was, funnily enough, very similar to a Thomas the Tank Engine train, but it didn't have a smiley face or eyes that rolled. It didn't have a face. It was just modelled on a normal train, and it was a Hornby train sets. These were both Hornbys. We shouldn't have broke them out of their packaging until much later, but as children we did damage the railway tracks quite a lot. We couldn't wait to try them out, so Dad just crudely set them up. But anyway, it was just a short-lived fad in my life, so it was probably a good thing that we did break out the train sets while we were still interested. Whereas if we had waited till when we were adults, well, my interest in trains just disappeared really quickly. It didn't last. So it was probably a good thing that Dad allowed us to break out the train sets when we were still interested. So now I think that looks interesting. That looks really nice. Whew, I think now we can call this quits.